Welcome to this Captivate lesson for EDT 504. In this lesson, I'll show you how to create a screen recording in Captivate, a specific type of screen recording that can be used as part of a tutorial. Before you watch this lesson, be sure that you've already watched the general lesson for this unit that shows you how to set up a screen recording in Captivate. There are lots of different options that you can use. The previous lesson showing the setup of a screen recording is very helpful. It's also important to note, though, that a couple of the setup options have changed from the general lesson to the one I'm showing you now, and I'll point out those changes here as we start. All right. So say that you want to create a screen recording in Captivate. When you open up Captivate, you'll get this open project window at the beginning. And from here, you can choose, if you're going to do a screen recording, to do a couple of different types. One is a software simulation, and one is a video demo. Let me briefly explain the difference between these two. A video demo is purely just a recording of whatever happens on the screen. There aren't a lot of options that go with it. The only options, or the main options, are you can choose to show the mouse as it moves around on the screen, and you can choose to do narration of the demonstration. It will be recorded as one uncut video that then gets brought into Captivate, and then you can manually go through and divide up pieces of that video and add other elements to it inside Captivate, like text boxes, arrows that will show up on the screen, highlight boxes, and so on. On the other hand, a software simulation is a sort of a more powerful form of screen capture, and this is the one I want to show you for this lesson. With a software simulation, it's similar to the way that you saw in the general lesson about setting up a screen capture, in that you can choose to have Captivate automatically break up the video into a series of separate slides. And each of those individual slides will have with them various other visual or audio elements inside the Captivate project. For example, it'll automatically insert, if you choose, text boxes that highlight specific points on the screen. You can put in arrows and highlight boxes and so on. So let me demonstrate quickly how that works. So I'm going to choose software simulation as my option. And then, as you saw in the previous lesson, you need to choose what it is you want to record. I'm going to record an application, the PowerPoint application, and I want to have it snap to the application window when I make that recording. Then this is key, this recording type. I'm going to do a demo. I want it to be automatic, but this form of recording is slightly different than if I just picked that other option, the demo option, from the startup window. I'll show you what I mean. If I click on settings here, you'll note that because I've chosen software simulation, I actually have more preferences that I can select with the simulation than just a straight ahead video recording. In this case, I can choose to have Captivate automatically add text captions. I can choose to show the mouse, which I could also do with the recording. But I could also have it automatically insert highlight boxes, and more importantly, Captivate will automatically divide up my video into those separate slides, which is really handy when I go into Captivate after I've done the screen recording and I want to make changes to my demonstration or simulation. In this case, for this demo, I'm not sure I want to have text captions. I find that sometimes they're useful, but they're often just not particularly useful. But to demonstrate what they look like when they're automatically generated, I'll go ahead and leave this selected this time so you can see what it looks like. And I'll show the mouse, and I'll keep this highlight boxes so that they automatically are shown on the screen as well. So once I have all of the settings the way I like, then I can go ahead and choose to start my software demonstration just by doing recording. Again, I don't want panning, and I want to use the microphone. When I initially go to record this, if I haven't set up the audio levels, Captivate will ask me to set them. Let's see if it asks me here. Yeah, so here it's going to ask me if I want to calibrate the audio, so I'll go ahead and do that. Testing, 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 1, 2, 3. Is the audio level correct? I sure hope it will be. So it will check, and it tells me that the input level is okay. I'll get this announcement, and what I'm going to do is demonstrate a few, seconds of a screen recording. You don't have to sit here and watch me go through an entire video lesson, but we'll do a few seconds of it, and then I'll skip ahead to the end so that you can see what it looks like when we bring in the screen recording into Captivate and make changes. So hold tight for a few seconds as I start up the demonstration within the demonstration. Hello, welcome to this lesson on adding animation to text inside PowerPoint. It's a very simple process. Let me demonstrate for you quickly. If you would like to add text animation inside a slide in PowerPoint, all you need to do... Okay, so I've completed my software demonstration inside Captivate. Again, I set it up as a software simulation rather than a video demo because I think it allows for more control over the look and feel of that demonstration, and it also does a better job of adding in some elements to the simulation that may be useful as part of the design of this lesson. So let's take a quick look. Once the video has been saved into Captivate, you can see that it has taken that video recording that I made and it's automatically broken it up into slides. And the way it decides how to break these slides up is anytime there's a new element, like a click basically on an object on the screen, Captivate automatically breaks up the video into its own slide. And you'll notice that when I click on any given slide inside my lesson, you'll see the elements that Captivate has added automatically to that slide. So I'm here on the first slide of my demonstration of the PowerPoint one. It's automatically added in this text caption. Again, for the specific PowerPoint text animation lesson, these text captions are not particularly useful, I don't think. So if I don't like them, that's fine. I can simply click on one and choose to delete it, and Captivate will get rid of it. Same thing with the highlight box. This specific highlight box is not one that I really need, so I can get rid of it, but I do like to have the mouse, so I'll leave that in there. And I can work my way through my presentation slide by slide, picking and choosing which of these elements that Captivate has helpfully added in to my presentation I want to keep. So for example, in my demonstration I did about PowerPoint animations, on the 5th slide, Captivate helpfully added in a text caption that said, "Select the animation's radio button." That's one that actually is very useful to the learner, so I'm going to leave that one in along with the highlight box. But as I go through different slides, there are lots of them that aren't nearly as useful, and so I can get rid of whichever ones I want. It's also possible to add in manually your own text captions, your own highlight boxes, etc. into your presentation. If Captivate didn't put in something that you wish you had inside your demo, you can go ahead and add it in yourself. So that's pretty much the main points of creating a video recording inside Captivate. Again, in Captivate 6, when you create a recording, I find it's best to use software simulation rather than video demo. Make the recording. Make sure before you start recording, choose all the variables that you want set up, which items you want Captivate to do automatically. When you finish the recording, stop the recording. It will save it and bring it into Captivate. Then you can make the changes that you want to your demonstration. That's it for the lesson. For your assignment related to doing a video capture in Captivate, what I want you to do is to select an application on your own computer and give a short multi-step demonstration or software simulation, I should say, that shows the user how to achieve some action inside that application. So for example, I did a short lesson on how to add text animation in PowerPoint. You can choose PowerPoint if you wish and show the user how to do something else. You can choose Word, you can choose any application you want. What I want you to do for the assignment is create that screen capture, bring it into Captivate, double check that it has all of the elements you want on each slide. This should be a narrated simulation, just like the one you're listening to now. When you have completed your short lesson showing how to do something in an application, then I want you to please save your Captivate project as a SWIFT file, and then upload that SWIFT file to the Blackboard site. If you run into any problems with uploading the SWIFT file, for example, if it's too big, please send me an email and we will figure out another way for you to get that assignment to me. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck with your assignment, and please send me an email if you have any questions or run into any problems.